kind of fresh in the news, especially with, everything that's been happening with us. And, we saw Tate and Tate come into the United States and all that stuff. So if you guys been following, Andrew Tate's girlfriend, Bri Stern, has accused him of assaulting her during sex in a Beverly Hills hotel on March 11th. She claims he choked her to the point where she nearly lost consciousness despite her pleas for him to stop. Afterwards, she documented the injuries, which included facial bruising, sought medical attention in New York, where she was diagnosed with post-concussive systems. He's faced, obviously, charges in Romania and all that stuff. Now, him and his team have obviously strongly denied the allegations. His legal team told TMZ, Andrew Tate vehemently rejects this outrageous allegation and will relentlessly pursue legal action against anyone involved in spreading blatant falsehoods. Kelly right now has her medical bill. Kels, did you show her face?
I did show her
Okay,
face.
beautiful. Thank you, my love. And then his team is pushing back hard against the accusations. They're calling the claims outrageous and say that they'll take legal action. Obviously, the falsehoods. They argue that the media is running with a one-sided story, ignoring the key facts regarding the photos of the bruising, while they claim these weren't even taken at the Beverly Hills Hotel or even at night, suggesting there's no evidence whatsoever. They mentioned that Bri spent multiple nights with Andrew and only became upset when he didn't fly her to New York on a private jet.
Oh, my.
That's, yeah. As for alleged text messages where Andrew's talking about beating her, his team questions the authenticity, pointing out that these ease of generating fake conversations with today's technology. They believe this narrative is just convenient clickbait that won't hold up in court. Kelly, you have some of these. Kelly, can you read some of these without obviously doing the cuss words? And again, guys, this is all here. Allegedly, these are what was posted on TMZ. We don't know the validity of the text. If they are true, it's kind of damning and not good. I don't care who you are. This is not the way to talk to a freaking female. Kelly, could you read a couple of them while you're showing it to the chat?
Yes.
Go ahead.
So it's you backtalk too much blank, so I beat you. I will hit you today, but I love you. Why the name calling? Do you understand? I'm scared. Don't care. Do you understand? Yes. Why the hitting? Do you belong to me or not? I do.
Oh, man.
Because I want to beat the blank out of you. You will give me a child this year blank. Why do you want to beat me? It's 12:30 and I'm in the room. I sleep soon. What's the point in having you? If I don't beat you and impregnate you, you should be thankful.
Holy shit.
If you ever betray me, you will regret it. Okay, crazy. No, I am serious. If you're mine, why wouldn't I be able to hit you? Okay. You scared me with what you said.
Damn.
I really love hitting you. It's very good for me. And you, it's relaxing, don't you think?
Okay.
Pookie, no, I cry.
Okay, okay. Read this last one, Kel.
You need to be hit. Why? I don't like it. What did I do? You deserve it.
That's okay. Go ahead, Connor. What were you gonna say?
No, again, we have no idea if this is true or not. Those are the most insanely worded text messages
I've ever.
I'm gonna hit you. No, Pookie, I'm crying. Who texts like that? Okay, I'm.
Well, Rob does text me once in a while.
I
and he
do
goes,
call him
Pookie,
Pookie,
he
too.
goes, Pookie, don't hit me. And I go, Rob, shut up, you stupid.
I talk too much.
And then I
deserve
breathe.
it.
I go, you talk because you like it. Sorry.
But say it was real.
Oh, okay.
Say that those were actually their text exchange.
Okay.
What would your guys' reaction
Well, and
be?
here's my thing, because I want to go to Umberto, then I'm going to go to you, Rob, and I'll come to you. I mean, Umberto, Amy, and then Rob. If it is real, that is I personally think it's absolutely, dude, that's the whole thing. You know it's going to come. If it's real, why would you be texting that? Especially with everything that's happening. I don't think he'd be that dumb. I don't think. Amy, go ahead.
The other thing, I mean, what app is that with the little text message timer? Is that Signal? I know when
WhatsApp, maybe?
Did you guys see the little timer where it said 3 minutes until expiration? So the way that it works when you're using anything like that is it notifies the person when there's a screenshot.
Yes.
It didn't look like that was a picture of a phone, like a picture of a picture. Do you know what I mean? It looks like that was a direct screenshot. And so we would be able to see on there somewhere where it said that a screenshot was captured. So I'm suspicious on that front. I definitely don't think that Andrew Tate would be foolish enough with all of the allegations, with only just getting his freedom to be able to travel internationally. Why would he throw all of that down the drain for this one exchange with this one girl?
That's a very good point. What's up, H?
I mean, we've seen his attitude. Would it surprise me that this is true? No. Could it be consensual and sexual? And that's fine if she's into it, he's into it. Then again, text messages. Like if they got into my text messages, holy crap. If they got into our text messages.
Forget it.
Forget about it.
Forget
about it. We say things we don't mean on text messages just to fuck around.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What?
But beating women is never good.
Beating women is never good.
Unless
This is
it's consensual.
disturbing for men. I mean, even if it's consensual, that's sick. You're encouraging a sick kink, and if that is the case, then she is like in some way, I guess it's like implied consent when he's telling her repetitively over and over and over again, I'm going to hit you. I'm going to hit you. I'm going to hit you. And then what? She gets hit and she's surprised and files a police report.
But what's
I mean,
interesting
what?
is, okay, so let's look at the actual evidence that we know for a fact exists, right? We don't know whether or not those text messages are valid and were sent from Andrew.
We don't.
yet,
We actually don't.
What we do know is that this woman went to the hospital, the date that she went to the hospital, because Kelly, if you could pull up the hospital report again, where she's diagnosed with
there it is.
post-concussion syndrome, that was done in Greenwich Village in New York, New York. That was done on the 15th of March. However, according to this young lady, the assault took place on March 11th, 4 days earlier at the Beverly Hills Hotel in Beverly Hills, California. If you're assaulted in a hotel room in California, why are you waiting 4 days and traveling all the way across the country before you file a police report or go and see a doctor?
Well, she said that's when she felt safe because that's when the brothers left to go back to their court date in Romania. That's what the reports say on TMZ.
This is listen. Again, nobody's gonna know. None of us are actually gonna know because I know. No, you never. Yeah, they're gonna know. They're gonna know.
How are they gonna know?
How are they gonna know?
How are they
They're
gonna know?
It's just like, but to be honest with you guys, he is, and I feel bad. He is screwed for the rest of his life if he ever wants to talk to a new girl because this could happen at any moment. When I was in the military, I was leaving. I was getting deployed, and I told a girl that I was breaking. Like I go, listen, this isn't gonna work. She had her friend punch her in the face. No joke. Punch her in the face. I think it was like with a orange or I don't know what the hell it was. I'm in the gym and my sergeant walks in and goes, just tell me it's not true. And I'm like, what? What? He's like, just tell me you didn't do it. I'm like, what? Have you ever been accused of something that you have no idea what the hell's going on? And I'm like, I go, what? He goes, come here. And then they're like, oh, this girl said this. And she brought her mother. She thinks that because you're military and you're a trained killer, that you might come and kill us in the bushes. And I was like, all this is happening, and the military eats their own. They love that stuff. I go, time out. I go, not one more word. I go, do you believe her? I go, do you believe it? Dude, it's so bad when you're innocent because you sound guilty. Nobody wants to believe the dude. And they go, well, we don't. I go, listen, go get a lie detector test. Right? I don't give a damn. We waited hours for them to bring a lie detector test. And I go, if I pass this, I never want any, don't ever talk to me like you guys are. I go, okay, go, bring it. And I pass. So, very, very weird situation. By the way, and while we're here, I got a freaking message from Adam.
Me too.
You did? You are mine. I will beat you and you will like it. I will impregnate you this year. Are we clear?
What did you say back?
What did you say?
Oh, I said, yes, daddy, exclamation mark.
I said, Pookie, why? Like, why are we...
Robert and Benny, you're both mine.
Oh my God! Speaking of the devil, he's there.
No, women, bitches be cray. Like for
Yes.
I've witnessed this once firsthand. A woman who was at a company convention. I'd only ever worked with her online. This is when I was involved in the sales and fintech industry. And everybody in the company came together for this big event. She was dating a guy. They got into a massive fight. And she said to me, I nearly screamed RAPE so quickly.
What?
My jaw freaking dropped, and obviously I never spoke to that person again.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's crazy. She was about to just completely make up an allegation in order to try to
Ruin someone's life?
Yes.
Am I the only one that is taped out? Like I
was actually going to make that same point.
Can I be 100 with you?
Good for them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're successful, whatever. But man, I'm so done.
I'm
with
not
them.
gonna lie. I'm
sorry.
not gonna lie too. I'm kind of like, but I mean, think about it. They came to the United States. Okay, we knew that was gonna happen. The buzz was gonna happen. But it's like, I'm tated out too. But it's like I said, I feel bad for Andrew because this is never, dude. They're never how now. Every time you're gonna meet a girl or hang out with a girl, you're gonna have to have them sign something that says if we do get crazy, you can't report it. Which not a lot of girls are gonna be like, yeah, but a lot. I don't know, man.
Wow, it's almost like when you build a business running an online prostitution ring and go in front of a camera multiple times talking about how men should have ownership of women to do with them whatever they want. People don't give you the benefit of the doubt when you're accused of rape and sex trafficking. Go figure.
Go figure.
That's not to say that Andrew Tate is guilty of any of the things he's been accused of. I don't know enough of the details of those cases to say one way or the other. I know for a fact it's not why he's being prosecuted in a lot of these cases, because they disagree with his messaging and the following he has. But this isn't some saintly, virtuous guy that, you know, is being unfairly attacked. This is a guy who spent his life opening himself up to these kinds of criticisms with his own behavior. So I'm very skeptical of the text messages, but do I know if Andrew Tate beats women? I have no idea. I know he doesn't think very highly of them, so it could track. So like I said, and like you said, Vinny, it's all allegations.
Yep.
But
I don't think it should. What Connor said is right. They have their own reputation. These women get involved, and they have this exchange where there's an understanding. In public, you know, Adam, Nat, Bri, they all went to dinner. They all had a lot of girls around them. Everybody was fine. Everybody was polite. Everybody was hanging out. You know, they're one way in public, and then these things that are private between other people come to the surface in these kinds of reports. I don't know why, but, like, I expect this, you know, from with like what they do. So if they're but that's private, that's them, that's separate, a different understanding than maybe what we're seeing.
And I'll let you close it, Humberto. But you know how you remedy this entire situation. Find one girl, fall in love with her. Be like, I don't know what trauma he's gone through with his life, but this is, bro, he's hurt. Like, something's off. Like, find one girl, find a freaking girl. I know it's not easy. Find a good girl, fall in love, get married. None of this has to happen. You know why? Because you're not going to be bouncing around from randos, and lottery's going to strike with an unlucky one where you're like, oh no, she's claiming this. I'm about to go ahead because I want to jump on.
No. I mean, I don't want to take credit away from them. I think what they did for, you know, the male, you know, especially
movement?
I mean, especially younger males in the absence of a father. I think what they did for, you know, masculinity in general was super important. But as a grown man that has a father, you know, that lives, you know, like maybe like 50 miles away from me or like 40 miles away from me, like I don't need them, but I have to give them credit that when things were very difficult with feminism, they did change the conversation.
Yes,
so
time.
I can give them credit there. I don't believe TMC. I don't believe what they say. Everything needs to be seen in a court of law.
Yep, I agree. So if you like this clip, click right here. And if you want to see more like it, click right here. Stay angry, Patriots.